Hi, I'm Jessica, citizen from GamePron News. I'm here with Simeon and John from Two Lives Left. We're at Adelaide's AVcon's Indie Games Room and we're talking about a little game called Crabitron. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, it's one of the many giant space crab simulation games in an already flooded market. And it's a multi-touch game where you control a giant space crab.
Because it is for the iPad, right?
Yes, it's for the iPad. So you're directly touching the crab's claws and using your fingers in a pincer-like motion to open and close the crab claws. And you have to, become a benevolent crab dictator of the universe and sort of invade planets, smash up the place, hit them up for money, and they start paying you, find new planets to conquer, and discover the known universe. Just become the most famous space crab.
So obviously incredibly benevolent, very, very just and pleasant and lovely to be around.
Well, it's up to the player. I think most players will be benevolent. I mean, given that power, most players would choose to use it wisely.
If you don't do anything, nothing will attack you, but if you start eating people and blowing them up and crushing them, then they'll probably
come to arrest you. Yeah.
I don't think they have handcuffs big enough for the giant space crab though, so they keep shooting you after you're dead, so they're pretty serious.
Yeah.
So, but is it possible to progress in the game if you don't eat people?
No.
Really.
You need to show them who's boss, pretty much. That's it.
So can you tell us a bit about Two Lives Left? I mean, you've been around for a little while. This is not your first game.
So basically, we're friends from uni, and we all really had a passion for making games. We made our all games ourselves, but never really finished them. And so we decided, once the App Store came out and decided to become this really big hotbed for indie games, we should join together and make games, and we might actually finish them this time, and maybe make some money as well, which would be good, So we did that, and things are going pretty well so far, and every game we release is becoming more and more user-friendly and popular and makes at least some more money, which is good too, so we can do this more and more, So it's really good, and the Indie Games Room has really been a useful place to test our games out, and we've had a great time so far.
Yeah, so we were doing our PhDs at Adelaide Uni. Dylan's the third part of our group, and he's not here today. He's just had a son, so we're doing our PhDs. We decided games much more fun, and we sort of released our first one October 2009, and since then we've been trying for one a year, but we're trying to get faster and faster, and we're learning a lot about how to communicate through the medium of games.
And plus, games as a business as well, because we were really terrible at that, but we're kind of less terrible now, and that's really showing because we're just getting a bigger and bigger fan base and really good response here too. So, pretty happy with that.
So I understand it's early days yet, and Crabitron hasn't quite invaded the universe, but are there any ideas about where you might like to go once Crabitron is out there?
One of the things that isn't confirmed yet, but we're going to add some later update stuff, which will allow players to have more community interaction, so they'll be able to create content for the game. But don't quote me on this exactly because it's not guaranteed just yet. Well, I guess so. But maybe a month after release or something like that, we'll be considering all these extra updates to add more and more content.
It's because we use the game itself to build the game. John built in the editor into the game, and so that model works quite well, and we think if we polish that part up and give it to players, then they can do something fun with it too. But we also have ideas for future actual games and future apps as well as games.
Excellent. Thank you guys so much for your time.
Thanks very much.